Hey Cheeto.
Hello.
Um, Rumor has it you're out of confronting EthanisOnline. Said you're a little
Nah. Anytime, anywhere, I'll meet up with him.
all right. What are you gonna do?
I'll burp him.
Sorry, burp it?
Yeah, I'll burp that boy.
You give him a pat on his tummy?
I'll fucking with a.
Whoa. Now, let's talk about something else. So, our good friend and colleague, NickisNotGreen, you've just been pissed. It's another person to be on. It's up to you. Save the population. Get on. Now, our boy, he is not exactly the star of today's segment, okay? We obviously have very explicitly outlined how Nick has, over the course of many months, he has dodged, evaded accountability, and been aggressively, against taking ownership of what he did do. He has lied. He has, kind of shifted. He has tried to kind of hide videos in relation to this situation. But at the end of the day, he has now, at this point, apologized. He has made two relatively formal apologies. Again, he hasn't, made certain concessions that people argue for, whatever. But he's basically said, I'm not going to make this mistake again. Okay? Now, the star of today's show is firstly Morgue Pie, the woman who inserted herself to an extent into this, initial inciting incident where the attempt to cancel SuperMega, where she was the one to talk about Matt Watson's private relationships. And so, why is she the star of today's show? It's because, well, this is where she's at right now. Okay, I just thought I would let you know and just show that she's past this. She's made it past this.
I feel
What is this meta?
and also like anxious today. You know what I mean? Titan, thank you for the tier 3. Thank you.
Yeah. This is just fucking hilarious. Like, I don't even care enough to criticize this. Like, yeah, this is hilarious. Like, in every way, this is hilarious. This just doesn't feel real. Like, it feels like a total satire. So respect to her for being the funniest member of the cancel SuperMega crew. But the real topic of today's, segment on this whole situation is the fact that the relationship between NickisNotGreen and LexUpDog and EthanisOnline has seemingly completely disintegrated. Okay, and there's more evidence to point toward that fact, which I'm going to lay out right now. Long story short, though, Ethan and Lex, they've suddenly started speaking out publicly, in chat, in comment sections and on Twitter. And they are exuding a lot of confidence, basically, that, Lex is going to release a video and it's going to disprove all the lies. Now, we can start with one lie that Lex has, seemingly kind of supported in disproving. This was one of her likes that I noticed. It states, Nicholas Diorio is spreading a blatant lie regarding the SuperMega situation. He claims and strongly insulates Lex. I think he means insinuates. Lex had updated the description of her video to mention being suicidal to garner more sympathy. The Wayback Machine shows it's been there since the day it was posted. Right, so this is a common thing that was established at the time of, Lex privating or unlisting her initial video about her story in relation to SuperMega and Don DRRR. It was reported that when she unlisted the video, the description was changed to add this section right here, which says, I can't do it anymore, implying, that Lex, was expressing kind of suicidal ideation, right? And so at the time, Nick Diorio reported, following the recent corrections and revelations regarding the SuperMega story, Lex has unprivated her video and updated the description to mention suicidal thoughts. What he's reporting was that when she unlisted her video, that was when the suicidality was expressed. So, this is LexUpDog's likes, which we'll explore a little bit later on, but long story short, she's been backing up her boy, Ethan, and yeah, she's pretty much, you know, seems very just confident, basically, that, yeah, no, she's in the right. There's misinformation being spread about her, and yeah, it seems like she is, you know, somewhat eager to clap back at the misspoken truths or whatever. So, here are some of her responses that she has replied to people with in her own comment section of another video on her channel, okay? Not on the main SuperMega video, but on another video on her channel, she has been replying to people, okay? So, here because of Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom, the type of guy to have his legs start spinning in circles when he tries to run fast. Same. I'm sure you haven't heard of the concept before because you watch Turkey Tom, but I'm spending time going over facts and getting receipts before I actually make a video about a serious topic like my own sexual assault being invalidated and lied about. Be patient or don't watch it, like I'm sure you didn't watch my original video, smiley face. So, basically, it seems that Lex obviously is very hostile to Turkey Tom, right, and his audience. Which I get why she would be, because Turkey Tom's video makes her look very, at the most generous you could say, very inconsistent in her, you know, delivery of her story, right? And obviously, you know, in a worse sense, it kind of just, it does make her look deceptive, right? That's like the worst interpretation, where it's like, it's almost like she's hiding some facts to make herself look better, that she's, you know, manipulating information or just blatantly wrong about information or lying. Anyway, basically, there are a lot of claims kind of toward her character in Tom's video. And so it does make sense that she's not a fan of the video. I am curious, you know, the more specific criticisms that she would have. And so let's explore a bit. Me when I ruin people's hard-earned careers for fun because I'm a freeloading loser. She replies, me when I didn't watch the video I'm trying to refer to and leave a hate comment like I know what I'm talking about because I like feeling smart. With the fucking cutesy face. I don't know what it is called. Here are more. Again, this is the video that she's replying under. Looks like a fake victim. She literally admitted she did everything willingly. And then after the fact, when she's irrelevant, here comes the pity card. The only victims are the guys she leeches off and acts like they owed her a free room. Sorry, bro, it's getting hard to read. Where did I admit I did everything willingly? Did you even watch my video? So, this is why her addressing why she turned off comments on her video about, again, discussing her assault. I turned them off thinking it was from all the right-wingers making videos about me. But that was before I watched their videos recently and found out they implied I only spoke out about my essay on someone else's behalf instead of my own and used anonymous Discord screenshots apparently from an anti-SuperMega Discord filled with pedophiles when I'm a CSA victim. I put the video back up after I watched their responses, but didn't put the comments back up since I'm making a new video about it now. Basically, she's, you know, making, again, the overt claim. She's kind of, you know, taking a shot at the right-wingers making videos about her. I don't know this framing, right? It's right-wingers making videos about her. I don't know how deeply I buy into this. I do think that she's right to an extent, okay? There is, I think the term would be reactionaries. Yeah, there's a lot of reaction in relation to this, you know, event or whatever. I would say that writing off, you know, all your haters or your detractors as right-wingers is a cope, total cope, but she's not completely wrong that, like, yeah, there's a lot of, you know, again, I would describe it as more reactionaries, not just right-wingers, who are kind of, you know, making videos about her. Because yes, it takes a certain type of fucking disposition of a person to openly, you know, mock or even really spread unfounded doubt, again, unsubstantiated doubt on Lex's prime story of, you know, the sexual assault, right? I'm pretty sure, honestly, I'm pretty sure that she is referring directly to Turkey Tom's video with these comments. And I'm also pretty sure that she's just very, very blatantly misinterpreting sections of Turkey Tom's video. Like, for example, found out they implied I only spoke out about my essay on someone else's behalf, which I think is cap. And that she used anonymous Discord screenshots, apparently, from an anti-SuperMega Discord filled with pedophiles when she's a victim. Which I'm pretty sure the original claim is that Leighton did that, not her. So I'm kind of confused. But yeah. You keep talking, saying you have proof of SM bad doing, but all I've seen is them either taking action for the victims, but yet it was so easy to say it and not show. Maybe you want your side heard, go to people like Turkey Tom or Destiny or Papa. Yeah, okay, brain dead comment. Lex's response, then just wait for the vid. So yes, as you can tell, she's kind of expressing a strong degree of confidence in her video, you know, mitigating these, you know, concerns or allegations or whatever, right? Now, getting into EthanisOnline's online activity, he says, little bitch got involved in discourse about my partner's essay story, treating it like drama to speculate on. Only because he was mad, I outed him for being hella stupid. Yeah, mad bitch. Jesse Pinkman being channeled through our boy Ethan. Yeah, this is Ethan's responding to Sensitive Society, who is saying someone is mad. And the reason that he's saying someone is mad, he posts a screenshot of the DM sent by Ethan, which says, "What's up, bitch? Sounds like you have a lot to say about me online. You want to talk again? If not, get my dick out of your mouth and make some real content. How is your relationship with NickisNotGreen?" Sensitive Society asks. Lamau couldn't respond before getting your dick riders and creepy little buddies to tell you what to say, Lamau. Why are you being mean towards me? I thought we were friends. What the fuck? Because you're a bad person, Oscar. I was too nice when we talked before, and you literally clip-chimped me for months. I thought you were cool with bullying. I never said I was cool with bullying. What the fuck? That's insane. Of course not. I only put out positivity and love. Hugs, not bullets. Are you okay, Ethan? Are you on something at the moment? I'm mad at you because you talk out of your ass non-stop, so you can't actually address what I'm saying to you, and you're just posting cringe instead. Back up what you actually think and post about, bitch. It feels like you're having a manic episode right now, Ethan. I'm concerned for you. Cheeto, what do you think? Lamau, again, you can't defend yourself, so you call in the bitch squad. If you have shit to say it, motherfucker. I love giving Ethan this, like, fucking, overly aggressive tone, because that's literally what's translated. Bro, why are you scared of a Cheeto? I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. You always run away when I bring him up. Who said I'm running away? I don't give a shit about irrelevant freaks I've never talked to. I'm talking to you, but you clearly have nothing to say. And then Sensitive Society responds with Chubby Cheek Ethan. Alvin and the Chipmunk Ethan. Does it keep going? No, that's it. Bro is mad for what, though? I don't know. Brother is tripping. He probably ran out of money for his weed. Can you confirm Ethan is online? You own him. Time to do it again, I guess. Right, so... yeah, long story short, Sensitive Society is literally just farming him. Like, he's just trying to get these reactions out of him, and I guess he's giving them. I don't know if this gives Ethan any catharsis whatsoever, but yeah, maybe it does. Long story short, though, basically he's pissed off at Sensitive Society for speculating about, you know, his girlfriend, and this whole, I guess, situation, I think, to an extent. Thinks he's doing it out of spite because Sensitive Society and Ethan have kind of had drama in the past. And so Ethan is pissed off. And he's very clear and, to be honest, kind of forthcoming about this fact. I really kind of respect it. I'm going to be fucking totally deadly honest, bro. I respect it, okay? If I was Ethan, bro, look, if I was Ethan, I would have done so much differently. Let's just put it like that. But I would understand why he would be very pissed off about this whole situation, okay? Speaking genuinely, empathetically, this situation sucks. It sucks. And yeah, some aspects of it absolutely were brought on by himself and Lex, whatever, and Nick, obviously, of course. But this does suck, okay? So I definitely understand why you'd be mad. Now, let's read more responses. Remember when you did a live stream saying this isn't to cancel SuperMega and had the sub count going down while high as shit and laughing? Classy, just like this response. Yeah, I thought it was funny they lost subs after covering up SA. It's funny when bad things happen to bad people. I delete it because freaks and grifters used it to invalidate SA. Man, all this talk about bad things and bad people, it kind of makes me think about bad faith. While you might not be able to kill an idea, you sure as hell can kill a person.
Bad faith? Sounds kind of cool, to be honest. I think I'm gonna make that my first merch line.
It's been such a long time coming.
Whoa! So, motherfucker, you can go to gokamerch.com right now, okay? Look at this shit. gokamerch.com. Look at this. Beautiful. Mwah. It looks so sexy, the website does. But yes, we have dope merch, and we have more cool stuff on the way. Go to gokamerch.com, buy some shit or something. Or sign up for the email list so that you get notified for when the drop that you just saw teased, when that, happens. Anyway, okay, that's enough of me being a fucking plugger. A little plugger. Plug your ass, okay. So, here we go. Oh, Morkpie, what's good? Shit, crazy, bro. They didn't cover up anything. They were doing what Lex asked by keeping it private. What are you on? That's the thing, they don't even remember what she said in her own video. I can't with these people. Hey, can I get a timestamp with that quote? Timestamp 4052 says, I want the choice to say something. Not Matt and Ryan, but got upset they didn't say anything per her request. That implies that she didn't want Matt and Ryan to go public unless she wanted to. Confirm that.
Became different. And I purposely told both of them, I'm calling you because I don't want this in a text. I don't want this screenshotable. I don't want this to be a big thing. I at least want the choice to have that. And I get the choice if it's not drama. I didn't want that. And I told them that. I made that clear. And I feel like they took advantage of that fully. They took advantage of how much they knew me to that point. Matt told me after the magnum opus thing, well, we'll make sure that you don't not get invited places because he's in town. Like, if we're like...
Right, so, I mean, this is, to be honest, that quote does demonstrate what Chris the Narc is, implying, which is basically like Lex was trying to keep it low-key. There was no sentiment that, like, Lex would have been cool with SuperMega, revealing this to the public without consulting her or on her behalf or whatever, right? So yeah, I don't know the mental gymnastics that Ethan's pulling here, But let's see. Right here, she says she didn't want it to be drama. She didn't want to be a thing. Sorry. Right here, she says she didn't want it to be drama. She didn't want it to be a thing. And she wanted the choice to do it. Jesus, dude, I can't even read. And she wanted the choice to do it. So, of course, they aren't going to out her story before she says something herself. That isn't covering it up. It's respecting her wishes.
That, and I guess I told both of them, I'm calling you because I don't want this in a text. I don't want this screenshotable. I don't want this to be a big thing. I at least want the choice to have that, and I get the choice if it's not drama. I didn't want that, and I told them that, I made that clear, and I feel like they took advantage of that.
Clips from Tom's vid, by the way. That's why there's background music, lol. Did you ever watch her video yourself? Did you? You can't even seem to remember what she said. Oh, trust me, I have. You're not answering my question, though. This leads into a bit of a question that I would love to interview Ethan, okay? Who the fuck am I, right? Now, I'll just state who I am. I feel like I would be a good person to interview this fucking guy. I'd like to think I'm not a dickhead, not a reactionary, whatever. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a total softie, but, you know, I got a pure heart. But yeah, the point is, though, is that I have a strong suspicion that Ethan played a large role in Lex's video being, you know, produced and uploaded, right? He's a YouTuber. I don't know, I'm just speaking, you know, telekinetically or whatever. Total speculation, but yeah, if my partner was making a video like that, God forbid, I would oversee and maybe even help them edit it or whatever. So this is why I'm very curious as to Ethan's level of involvement, because again, if he had like the editing rights on this video, if he was the one editing the video, he would have had a much more extensive kind of influence on what, you know, was revealed to the public, right? So yeah, I would love it if Ethan would talk to somebody in like an interview context, but we'll see if that happens. Anyway, looks like he stop. He didn't really respond to that claim. I'm so confused by this discourse because people are covering it so confusingly. I am so confused. Please help. I am dying of confusedness. Just watch Lex's video. The idea that she's lying coming from nowhere and her story isn't contradictory. If you don't... What? This guy's grammar's bad. Just watch Lex's video. The idea that she's lying comes from nowhere, and her story isn't contradictory if you don't clip it out of context like many videos have. Sensitive Society's dropping into say if he's full of shit and then give the Turkey Tom link. He says, around 3:48, Tom says, Lex and Dawn met in 2021. This is completely incorrect and forms a totally different view of Lex's story. She does not say that. She admits they had been dating prior to then in her video, but Tom is stupid and didn't do basic research. Don't trust this. He was saying they met in person in 2021, not started dating Lamau, which, yeah, is another indicator that makes me nervous for them, honestly. It seems like this overconfidence, this, like, you know, aggressive confidence that, you know, Lex and to a larger extent Ethan are displaying is hot air, bro. Like, they ain't got the juice to back it up. Because so far, the examples they've cited kind of cap, bro. I mean, they can probably pull some sophistry or whatever and, like, gaslight people maybe into convincing them of all these inaccuracies, but if they do that, I mean, there will be very many videos, you know, walking through how that's bullshit, right? So be fucking weary. Best solution is to not engage, to be honest. He says, I haven't said anything for months, and he still makes videos about it. That leads to people harassing my partner, and that's not okay. One of the videos he made was another session of reading the comments under your video and laughing. It was really pathetic. I hope you and Lex are well. Normal, not obsessed guy. I love this response, bro. He's talking to Sensitive Society. After this, the response to this, Chipmunk Ethan. Post your face right now. Question mark. Look, I'm not gonna cap, bro. I'm sympathetic to Ethan. Let me know if that means I deserve to be drawn and quartered. If I deserve to be ripped in 4 pieces by horses. Let me know if that's what I deserve. So now Cheeto got into the mix. Cheeto, you know, is a guy who is kind of, I don't even know what you would really describe his content as, but yeah, he's like a little bit Leafy reminiscent. I think he's a better dude. I get a better vibe from him than Leafy. Like again, just seems like a good guy, you know, based on everything I know about him. But he likes to fight online, bro. He likes to get a little frisky, a little bit of a tussle. So make a video. Stop being a lazy chump. You called me irrelevant, and when I showed that I'm outperforming you, you said that you haven't posted. That's pure cope. Yeah, to an extent, I think that is. Unless Ethan's working on some massive video. Yeah, kind of a cope, yeah. I haven't posted because freaks have been harassing my partner based on complete lies and no evidence. I'm responsible enough to not make money in order to mitigate that as much as possible. You demanding I make a video to measure dicks is bizarre and embarrassing. The Cheetah responds, you're the one who brought up relevance. I had to put you in your place real quick. I don't care if you never upload again, but if you're gonna call me irrelevant, you better be BTFOing me views-wise. Alright. So this is the guy that we're talking about, by the way. That's our guy. I'm literally falling asleep while I'm talking. I need to stop doing this. So bad. The way Ethan is responding is similar to how Nick responded. He was so smug and confident about bringing SuperMega down, he didn't realize how it could come back to bite him. Yeah, bro. I'm getting similar vibes. I do think that Nick and Ethan are very, you know, of the same cloth, right? Honestly, I'm getting vibes that Ethan is even more spicy. I don't know, that's the word I'll use for just someone who's like a little bit arrogant, a little bit overconfident, but like not afraid to tussle online. Yeah, I'm getting vibes that Ethan is even more spicy than Nick, you know what I mean? Which is why their falling out is so kind of surprising to me. But at the same time, I guess it's not. I don't know. But the key remains. Ethan makes this claim about Turkey Tom's video. Around 3:48, Turkey Tom says Lex and Dawn met in 2021. Now, he uses this to basically say this is like a total fuck up, blatant fuck up within the first 5 minutes. Embarrassing. Don't trust his research. And what he seems to be missing here is like the implication is that they met in person for the first time in 2021. So yeah, here, let's just play the clip for context.
2 hours of information and difficult to summarize. Lex first accuses Dawn of sexual assault. She alleges that when they met in November of 2021, he physically forced her into giving him oral. This occurred on their first night together.
Like,
and caused her to shut down for the rest of the trip.
Like, okay. You realize you can meet someone who you've already met before, right? Like, this is such a stupid, lazy, bad critical thinking, bad faith. Well, you might... Interpretation. yeah, just like to me, I just like that's nothing. Like, does this guy have any fucking logic left in his head? Anyway, Sensitive Society goes on. He says, I got a question. Why didn't you defend your girlfriend on your channel? Why did you have to go and beg your friend Nick for it, huh? I mean, it's your girl, right? You both were smocking each other, smocking together. Oh, smoking. Fucking Sensitive Society, bro. You both were smoking together, celebrating SuperMega going down. Why not post it to your channel? Nowhere in this clip does it say that she wanted it private. And you brought this to thousands of people, Ethan. Great job. And with Nick, it reached millions. Well done. How many people saw Turkey Tom's video lying and spreading misinformation off? Fuck. Oscar, hey, would you want to talk to Tom to expose him live for lying about you in this video? Why aren't you posting if you're innocent? Stop posting. You're making the situation worse. If you actually believe Lex less because of me being mean on Twitter, you never believed her to begin with. I think that's facts. I think, like, I mean, all that this does, like, again, all that this shows is, like, they probably don't have any fire in the chamber, you know what I mean? But yeah, it doesn't really change the inciting claim of, you know, the Lex's claim again about the assault, right? Another thing, a little piece of juicy goss, all right, is beyond Lex's tweets, which we will get into in a moment. Dev Lemons, bro. Dev Lemons, which is NickisNotGreen's girlfriend. She has been, you know, tacitly, you know, not a ton, but she's been liking posts, defending Nick and detracting Lex and Ethan, which, again, is just a truly strong testament to the fact that, like, this, whatever the fuck this was, friend group, I guess. Again, I've outlined pretty explicitly why I don't really view their situation as, like, clearly they weren't really friends or that close, at least, seemingly. But yeah, point is, this relationship has dissolved, or at least devolved. And so, let's take a fucking little peek. Oh. When was this shit? Maybe it was more recently. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Okay, here. The fact that Lex liked this is absolutely manic, considering she told Nick to make the video. In response to Lex is liking tweets thrashing you, by the way, it's fair to say the people you preach about defending don't want any part of you, frankly. And these are the tweets. As a victim who enjoyed your content at one point, you disgust me for the childish behaviors and mishandling of the subject. It's vile reading the comments of people you pushed into not believing in SA because of your blatant misinformation and discrepancies. Gave horrible takes on behalf of all victims, even going as far to say that M and R should have outed the victim in the first place, which is an incredibly dangerous thing to do. You are an influencer, and you influence people to do everything wrong in reaction to SA. Does the bare minimum for the insane amount of damage done by all the SA victims? Does the bare minimum for the insane amount of damage done to all the SA victims? No video, so it won't be seen by many. SA is not internet gossip, and you've made it seem like a petty dispute amongst a friend group. Stuff like this simply reaffirms the... So, Dev liked this tweet, which was basically saying, like, is Lex like manic? Is Lex being a fucking idiot, self-destructive idiot by liking these? Like, what's wrong with her? She also liked this tweet saying, snake move if you ask me. I almost feel bad for Nick, as his friends seemingly turned on him so quickly for simply echoing what they said. Lex and Ethan just seem to be really fake and toxic people, willing to throw anybody under the bus. Again, Dev liking these things. She obviously is a very, separate party, at least in my mind, where it's like, she had no real involvement in the situation, you know what I mean? And so this does lead to a line of thinking that might have very real coherence. Again, at this point, to truly, come to conclusions or whatever, we do need to wait for Lex's response. But this does seem to kind of, make it look like, yeah, there's potential, bro, where it's like, Ethan and Lex are kind of the fucking double agents, bro. Like, in the sense of they are, and at least they could be, entitled fucking pricks who are looking at Nick as just another fall guy in a similar vein to Leighton. You know what I mean? A convenient person to throw all of the accountability onto. Again, Nick deserves heat for his involvement, okay? But has Nick really done anything publicly to wrong or to implicate Lex? Well, of course, he blew up the story, but according to Nick, Lex and Ethan asked for that. So, again, as I've been saying, the big, deciding factor will be if LexUpDog actually does leak the GC, leak the group chat with NickisNotGreen. If we get confirmation that it was Nick's idea and he was enthusiastic about it and all this shit, you know what I mean? It was less about Lex's intent and more like Nick was like, oh, I can do this for you. Well, let's do this. Yeah, that would change things because obviously Nick is not the most reliable narrator. And so, this is all stuff we got to kind of wait for a little bit. But yes, if the group chat gets leaked, we know what's happening to Nick. We go back to Dev Lemon's liked tweets, right? Just to do a little bit more research. Fucking T-channel gossip garbage, man. But anyway, fuck it. Here's the update. You got it. Just for you. Fresh and ready. Steamy hot bun. Snake move if you ask me. Right, we read that. I'm not surprised, but I'm actually annoyed that she would something. Fuck. I'm not surprised, but I'm actually annoyed that she would like something that is just condemning all the things she said herself and projected it on him like he's the first one to bring this up. It's very unbecoming of her. Who is this Naifu girl? Oh, she follows me. Who the fuck? Oh, it's just a random person. Damn. Okay. Interesting. Some of you are married to the grind when you should be married to a person. Facts. So let's just see the grander context of this. Oh, I see. LexUpDog will do anything other than take actual responsibility for what she caused. She has thrown 2 people under the bus after she asked them to talk about her story and only disapproved when public opinion changed. This is actually true. We do have confirmation that Lex, was kind of supporting and encouraging of Leighton coming out about his story. So, yeah, that's facts. Anyway. NickisNotGreen thrown under the bus after agreeing to participate in the hit piece because his public image was turned bad. That is tough. It's still pretty wild, I will say, lol. Yeah. And so, what a mess. A marvelous mess this whole situation has devolved into. I feel like at this point, I at least hope at this point, we just get the video from Lex. Because once that's out, I think that pretty much this situation's over, okay? You know what I mean? In reality, it's over at that point. Because if she's got the juice, if she's got, the receipts, all this, yeah, that's big. But I'm not super convinced. But we'll see. We'll see. So, yeah. I'm going to close this segment off by reading more of Lex's liked tweets. Again, I take liked tweets with a grain of salt. It's more of just a way of seeing where someone's head is at. It's not like a damning thing like, fuck you, you fucking like tweets, bitch. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't really care. It's like just, you know, again, just speaks to where your mind's at. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, it was a drama to speculate on because no one in the situation was being honest. Sorry, Nerdy John, you're wrong on that one. I recommend watching Lex's original video. There's no evidence that she lied at all. I mean, it seems she lied about the whole they tried to cover up an essay, as they showed proof they got rid of Dawn. Lex also acted like SM forced them to become homeless, but SM showed proof they offered to help her find a place. Pretty much everything Lex said about SM boiled down to, I didn't appreciate being allowed to live somewhere rent-free when they kept bugging me about how much longer I'll need their help. I left, and instead of using money to get a place, I got a brand new Jeep because I'm spoiled and irresponsible. If she can't prove they asked her not to go public with her story, or they kicked her out, no point in making another video unless she plans to apologize for twisting the SM stuff to make them look bad. So, Ethan responds, what's the proof they got rid of Dawn? Check their video descriptions in August and September 2022, months after Dawn was fired, and he's still in video descriptions. There's no proof of them helping either, by the way. Laughing out loud. You didn't watch her video, I'm sorry. I watched her video, hence this screen recording. Also, having someone in a description does not equal still employed. You know there are auto descriptions, right? But also, she clearly states she wasn't asking them to do anyhow. Except, make sure she didn't have to see him so she can relax and process stuff. She also said they asked her if she wanted them fired, and she said, that's not my choice, and that's not my call, or why I called. And I don't want him homeless. Her own words with SM show they tried to include her in every decision to help, and she declined being included. Their immediate response to her asking to not see Dawn was to get them to talk it out. They both admit to this in their response videos. They did not care about what she wanted. Not their immediate response, but again, you have been replying to people arguing against Lex's words and steel-manning them while simultaneously taking everything SM said out of context to frame it in the worst light possible. So I recorded what Ryan and Matt said about their meeting with Dawn, and then them asking Lex after the phone call and after their meeting with Dawn to talk it out and find out if it was a misunderstanding. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what they did, but they also expressed regret in hindsight as neither of them had dealt with such a thing before. To be clear, flirting and seducing someone isn't this. No, come on, I promise it'll be awesome. Fine. That's coercion, at least for neurotypical people. It would have honestly be easier if everyone just said what they mean. Unfortunately, that's dangerous for women. Insisting and coercing them until they say yes is. If they say no, you should not push it any further. Okay, alright. I'm gonna just choose to not give a fuck about this until there's another meaningful update that isn't just, you know, people liking tweets and all this shit. Long story short, civil war is breaking out among the two factions. NickisNotGreen and I guess Def Lemons, whatever. And I got LexUpDog and EthanisOnline, right? Obviously, Morgue Pie is just doing her little dancey dance with her jugs. And Leighton is just eviscerated from the planet. He is in a black hole. That man will never emerge. So, the crew, the gang, the goon squad, they've been thwarted. I'm very curious, though, to genuinely learn and see if there's actually, like, you know, real inconsistencies in Turkey Tom's video, which is, again, the main thing it seems like Ethan and Lex have been alluding to there being, you know, falsities in. But yeah, until we know that, we don't really know anything. And that's why you should buy my merch and subscribe to my Patreon, okay? My merch is dope as hell. You don't even have to buy anything, okay? It's just innovative and cool. So you sign up for the email list and the SMS, and then you get notified and you just get to see the cool shit we're dropping, because it is dope. But yeah, with the Patreon, it's 5 unreleased Gokunaru main channel videos that are uncensored. Mwah. Okay? That's all I got. God bless. I'll talk to you later. You can go to gokamerch.com and pick up the Memento Mori shirt. I think it looks pretty good. I'm wearing a large. We've got a bunch of fun stuff there, and the prices are, in my opinion, the most reasonable you'll find on YouTube.